Kaohsiung forest cleared for solar farm sparks outrage. Bringing e-cigarettes into Taiwan is illegal, officials warn. Natural seawater pool in Keelung cleaned for swimmers. U.S. joins war between Israel and Iran. 16 billion passwords exposed in massive data breach. SpaceX rocket explodes into fireball during routine test. Thai PM faces growing calls to resign. Nintendo Switch 2 sales set new record.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funny News. It's Monday, June 23rd, Public Service Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, a solar farm in Dashu District, Kaohsiung, sparked outrage after 51 hectares of hillside forest were cleared for black solar panels. Mayor Chen Chimai expressed anger and demanded the project's termination and legal action. As summer travel peaks, Taiwan health officials warned travelers that bringing e-cigarettes or heated tobacco into Taiwan is illegal and may lead to fines of $50,000 to $5 million. Items will be destroyed or returned by customers. Even personal use is not allowed. The Kaohsiung swimming pool on Keelung's Waisha coast, popular for its natural tide-fed waters, was drained and cleaned on June 22nd. Officials removed mud, barnacles, and sharp sea life to prevent injuries. Built decades ago, the pool uses mountain spring water for showers and remains a local summer hotspot. And in global news, President Donald Trump on Saturday said that the United States had attacked Iranian nuclear sites, pushing America into Israel's war with its longtime rival and regional power. In a speech from the White House, Trump said, a short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. U.S. Navy submarines also launched more than 30 Tomahawk missiles into Iran.
Detailing the operation, Trump said the U.S. and Israel worked as a team, like perhaps no team has ever worked before. The president congratulated the U.S. military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. The bunker buster bombs are widely viewed as the only conventional, non-nuclear weapons capable of inflicting serious damage on the Fordo nuclear facility, which is built into the side of a mountain. Saturday's action puts the United States in direct armed conflict with Iran, a massive escalation in its involvement with Israel's effort to cripple Tehran's nuclear program and topple its regime.
According to researchers at Cybernews, 16 billion login credentials have been leaked and compiled into datasets online, giving criminals unprecedented access to accounts used by consumers every day. Cybernews researchers recently discovered 30 exposed datasets, each containing a vast amount of login information, amounting to a total of 16 billion compromised credentials. These include user passwords for a range of popular platforms, including Google, Facebook, and Apple.
Because 16 billion is roughly double the number of people on Earth today, the figure suggests that many consumers may have had credentials for multiple accounts leaked. Cybernews notes that there are almost certainly duplicates in the data, making it impossible to tell how many people or accounts were actually exposed. The leaked login information doesn't stem from a single source, such as one breach targeting a company. Instead, it appears the data was stolen through multiple incidents over time and then compiled and briefly exposed publicly. Various so-called info stealers are most likely to blame. These are forms of malicious software that infiltrate a victim's device or system to steal sensitive information.
As Elon Musk refocuses on his businesses, one of his most important companies has just suffered another setback. A SpaceX Starship's rocket exploded in an immense fireball during a routine ground test. The explosion marks the 4th consecutive failure for SpaceX's Starship, all while Musk's other companies and his personal brand struggle to recover from his recent foray into politics. Starship is intended to help achieve NASA's goal of returning American astronauts to the moon by 2027.
The U.S. space agency is paying SpaceX up to about $4 billion for the mission. SpaceX has said that the last 3 launches before Wednesday's explosion were successful in testing certain elements. All ended in mid-flight failures. SpaceX has long argued that failures during the testing and development phase are not the harbingers of disaster they may seem. The company embraces a design philosophy called rapid iterative development, which emphasizes building relatively low-cost prototypes and conducting frequent test flights. SpaceX believes this approach allows the company to refine rocket designs faster and at lower costs than relying on slower, more methodical engineering processes that guarantee a vehicle's success.
Thai Prime Minister Panatong Shinawat's coalition government is on the brink of collapse after a phone call between her and former Cambodian leader Hun Sen about a festering border dispute was leaked. The leak provoked public anger and prompted a key coalition partner of the Pheu Thai party to quit. In the call, she addressed Hun Sen, a family friend and senior politician in the Southeast Asian region, as uncle and appeared to dismiss a Thai military commander.
I'll just refrain from any more private conversations with Hun Sen, since there is now an issue of trust.
Boomjaithai, the second largest party in Paetongtarn's ruling coalition, quit the alliance on Wednesday, dealing a major blow to her party's position in parliament. Her coalition now holds a slim majority, which will be lost if more of its partners decide to leave. Critics took issue with the Prime Minister's apparent deference to Hun Sen when she addressed him as uncle and promised to take care of his needs. They also accused her of undermining the country's politically influential army. She had told Hun Sen in the call that a Thai military commander handling the most recent flare-up of border tensions just wanted to look cool and said things that are not useful.
Nintendo announced that it sold more than 3.5 million Switch 2 consoles, marking a new record for the company. The Japanese company said it was the highest global sales level for any Nintendo device within the first 4 days of release and puts the Nintendo in a strong position to meet its goal of selling 15 million Switch 2 devices by the end of next March. Excitement has swirled around the device because it's Nintendo's first major console launch since the original Switch debuted about 8 years ago.
The original Switch ended up selling 152 million units since its release in 2017. Nintendo released the Switch 2 on June 5, with hardcore gamers lining up for hours to get the console and Best Buy stores extending their hours to meet demand. Nintendo has made significant hardware upgrades to the Switch 2 to justify the hefty price increase, including a larger screen, improved Joy-Con controllers, and new social features. It also introduces several new functions, including a game chat feature that allows players to communicate with others by tapping a button on the console. The Switch 2 is now available at a suggested retail price of $449.99, and its momentum doesn't seem to be slowing anytime soon.
The answer for last week was B, infrastructure. The city is spending a lot of money to update its infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and public transportation. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. 16 billion passwords leaked in massive data breach. Number 1, credential. 凭证证书身份证明资料. You need to enter your login credentials to access the system. Number 2, compromise. 妥协泄露. The user's account was compromised due to a phishing attack. Number 3, duplicate. 副本复制. Please avoid submitting duplicate applications for the same job. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comments section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. This special day, established by the UNGA in 2002, highlights the crucial role of public servants in strengthening governance and democracy. These dedicated individuals, from firefighters to civil servants, embody values like integrity to earn public trust and improve lives. The history of public service stretches back centuries, with notable beginnings such as Benjamin Franklin establishing the first garbage collection and street cleaning service in 1757. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News Fun Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host, and I'll see you next time.